there's actually three sides to a story, not two. There's Owamie side, there's Big Guy side, and then there's the truth. But what I respect, and I will say this over and over and over again, what I respect about Big Guy is that he, even though he was given so many opportunities to bash Owamie or to tarnish her name, he refused to take it. Hi family, welcome back to my channel, Self Love with Owamie. If you have not yet subscribed, please do so. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any content that I post. So in this video, and a huge shout out to Promise from My Husband This, My Husband That, who did an interview with Big Guy, because we're talking about all of that. First of all, guys, I've never came across someone who is as calm and as intelligent, well-spoken, well-articulated. You know, I was expecting to hear someone slow. I was expecting to hear someone or stupid, as Owamie put it, someone who's dumb. I expected that, but I saw someone who is very well-spoken, who's able to present himself, you know, to people. And you know, guys, I just, watching that interview, for me, it wasn't even about whether or not Big Guy was telling the truth. It was merely the fact that as much as he was given so many opportunities to bash Owamie or to tarnish her reputation, he never took that chance. He never took that opportunity. When I go back to what Big Guy said, especially in the context of living with Owamie, because remember, we see entertainment Owamie, we see Owamie entertainment, we see boldly Owamie, we don't live with Owamie. And when I go back to their blogs and when I watch how, you know, they incorporated parts of their lives for us to see, I mean, Instagram and, you know, social media, Facebook, that's all it is. It's just a facade. But even that facade looked good. Now, if Big Guy's what Big Guy said was anything to go by, then I really feel as though Owamie needs to do self-introspection, guys. Owamie needs to do self-introspection. I'm not saying that Big Guy, what he did or his contribution to it, I'm not saying that he did nothing wrong. I'm saying Owamie needs to accept that she had a part to play in the breakdown of her marriage. One thing I respect about Big Guy is the fact that he's taking accountability for his part in the breakdown of the marriage. Not once did he ever say that or did he blame Owamie 100% and say he did nothing wrong. He was very neutral in his approach to how he contributed to the breakdown of the marriage, not pointing fingers at anyone. And I feel as though Owamie has failed to realize, and this is how broken people are built. Owamie is broken from this marriage, and because she's not self-introspecting and she's not realizing her faults in this, she's going to go and she's going to bleed on other people and bleed in the next relationship and bleed on the next person, and then it's just going to be a cycle because she's failing to accept her role and she's failing to accept her contribution in the breakdown of her marriage. She continuously, you know, if a Big Guy was as toxic, was as bad, was as, you know, all these things Owamie saying, hey, what, and all of that, and our begazela, and why are you still talking about Big Guy? Why are you still using Big Guy's name to gain content, to gain viewers, to gain this? And if Big Guy is a worthless piece of, like you said in your voice note, like Owamie said in her voice note, if Big Guy is all of that, why is she still using his name in her videos? Why is she still talking about him in her videos? If Big Guy, useless, he's slow and he's, stupid and all of that. And, I can pick up elements from Big Guy's interview. Like the fact where he said that Owamie is not a domesticated person, or she's not a clean. Even when Utato went to Owamie's place, there was a pile. I'm not saying, I'm a mother also, and I know how it can be too much sometimes. And I'm not judging that about Owamie. Sometimes, yes, the sink is full of dishes, and that's okay. But sorry, when there's someone visiting you and you know ukuthi abantu bayeza, I think maybe then it's the issue of how you were raised. I mean, I was raised that you will stand up. The room that you failed to clean, you lock that room, you close the door. Then as black people, we know that room is not clean. Okay, but then as black people, we know the doors that are closed, we don't open because they are closed because they are not clean. But la abantu babona khona, you make sure, especially izitsha, that is the first thing. You quickly wash them and you put them away because people are coming. But one thing I can believe about Big Guy's interview is the controlling part of Owamie. I've picked up those traits. Even when Owamie responds to YouTubers talking about her, she's going to post a picture of her YouTube award for reaching 100 subscribers, and she's going to say, remember who you're talking about, I'm the blogger everyone blogs about. I understand that she's made it in life, but I think she's failed to remember that because she's at that level that she is at, it's because of people like me and like you who are watching this video who put her there. If everyone unsubscribes to Owamie, she's not going to be the blogger that people blog about anymore. So sometimes we need to remain humble, because life will humble you so fast you won't even remember the day you had pride. And watching Boldly Owamie, I picked up a lot of things that Owamie said concerning her marriage, and especially after the fact where she posted a video and said that she cheated, but she cheated back. She said she cheated back, right? But she is so hypocritical, because her channel is about talking about other people. She bashes other women who act in a similar way that she acts, yet she finds herself cheating back instead of leaving. Because she'll always have that notion that if you're not happy, if you feel like this marriage or this relationship is not serving you, then leave. But why didn't she take on advice? Why didn't she leave? Instead, she cheats, and then she tries to validate that, and she says she cheated back. And Nina, abo Jackie Chan, abo ninjas Jackie Chan anxiety. You defend into a wrong. It's almost like some cult. It's giving me Bushiru vibes, guys, because into my wrong. Owamie was wrong. Even in that instance of cheating back, you are wrong, sissy. If you are in a relationship, or especially if you're in a marriage, and you feel as though this marriage is no longer serving you, it's no longer feeding into your purpose, leave, sweetie. You leave. That's what you do. You leave. That's what decent people do. They leave. Cheating back only makes you part of the problem, because you're not bringing a solution into the mix of the marriage. If you are still in this marriage, you leave. You are just as guilty as someone who cheated. Cheating back, you cheated as well. So in actual fact, Big Guy and Owamie both cheated in their marriage. I don't care whether you think it's an open marriage. That was not the agreement. When we started this marriage, we said till death do us part. One party decided to cheat, you decided to stay. And then you later decided to cheat. This thing of we agreed it was an open marriage, no, sissy. You don't change a contract so ngenile. You don't change a contract so ngenile, ungaphakathi inside. And then you want to come out and say, no, I want to amend. No, verbal amendment in a marriage It's not binding. You should leave if you feel as though the marriage is no longer serving you what you initially expected it to serve you.